Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in.
Hi guys, I really wanted to do a drugstore tutorial today, and the products that I had been trialing I thought were going to be good. I swatched them and everything and they just weren't up to standard, so I don't want to give anything that I don't think is up to standard and put it out there. So I decided to do something different today and keep working on that for you. There are a couple of products that I've been using from the drugstore that are standouts and I do really like, but there's a few that just aren't up to scratch, and I don't know how to do a full face of makeup using products that I don't think are good or up to scratch. So that's why I decided not to do it today. I've been dying to do a makeup tutorial with the Kylie Royal Peach palette because I've had it for a while now. I've been using it for a while now and I'm obsessed with it. So this is it today. This is the finished look. I do apologize about my hair being up in a bun. I went for a swim at the beach earlier and I just wanted to put it up. I really hope you like the makeup today. Excuse my hair, and let's get straight into it. Put a bit of the Professional Pore Minimizer by Benefit. Now I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Lightweight Featherweight Primer. Yeah, this is really good. I've been using it for quite a while now. I tend to use it more at night when I'm like going out. So I'm not going to go over where I've just put the Professional. I'm sort of just going to go around the outskirts of my T-zone where I have not applied the Professional. For foundation, I'm just going to get a little bit of the Cover FX cream foundation in. I'm just going to scrape a little bit out on a I don't know what this is, like a plastic scraper. Put it on the back of my hand. This foundation is super thick. You really should be mixing something with this for it not to be so cakey. You can mix things like the Cover FX illuminating drops. I'm going to mix the Cover FX custom infusion drops with them. This is the A+ Jasmine Anti-Aging. These are amazing. Like, I'll just put this on my face sometimes at night. It just gives it that good dose of oils that I think it sometimes needs. I also sometimes can put in these Cover FX custom cover drops. These just up the intensity of your coverage. So you can wear these on their own as well. I do that quite a bit if I'm just doing daytime, something in the daytime. But yeah, these are shade G50. So is the cream that I'm using. But yeah, like I said today, I'm just going to pop a couple of these drops in the foundation. Literally like mix it all together. And then just start popping that on your face. This gives it a lot more hydration with the oils in there. It's like one of my fave combos. Gonna blend that in with my Zoeva 102 Silk Finish Brush. This brush is so nice for foundation. It's kind of like a round kabuki style brush. And I'm just gonna blend all of that in. Alright, so concealer, I'm using the Sephora Collection concealer. That's really cool. Oh my god, I love this little doe foot applicator on it. It's like fat and like flat, but then it's got the skinny part so you can like do a skinny line down your nose. Like it. Now I'm going to take my RCMA No Colour Powder to set my eyelids from creasing. Alright, I'm going to go in with the shade Sorbet. Going in with the shade Sorbet on a big fluffy brush. This brush is just a Models Prefer brush. It was pretty cheap. It's like a double ender, but I love the fluffy part of it. I'm not really good with this live talking to the camera business, so I apologise. I'm going to go in again and I'm just going to sweep it back and forth more in my crease, still with that fluffy brush, but just more defined. I'm going to use the shade Peachy, which is this one here. Just going to saturate my brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to apply that again in my crease, but obviously I'm using a smaller brush this time and I'm not going to go as high up. I'm just going to try and keep it down a little bit lower, but adding all of those colours in together are going to eventually make like a soft gradient effect. Always get yourself a clean Always get yourself a So I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush. Now I'm going to just make sure I've softened any lines and diffuse both colours together. My lid with the cinnamon colour. I'm going to use my Real Techniques shading brush to do so. I'm going to take the colour that I put the peachy colour on with. I'm going to take that brush because it should be pretty clean by now, and I'm just going to blend those last two colours together on the lid. Making sure there's no harsh lines, just a really pretty gradient effect. Eyeliner, I'm going to take this Sephora collection Crayon Gel Intense Gel Pencil. I ran out of I was using the Marc Jacobs highliner, and it's like a gel black color. I ran out of that, so I'm using this now, which was like my backup, but it's very good as well. Very similar, still very jelly and creamy. Get my smudger brush again first. First I'm just going to do it with nothing like the leftover product on my brush, just to get rid of any harsh lines from the eyeliner and just smudge that out a little. Now I'm going to apply similar to what I did on top, but underneath I'm going to do just a really subtle ombre effect again. I'm going to take the sandy shade, this one just here, on my my pencil brush, and I'm just going to go under the eyes. This is my Pony Cosmetics contour brush. I'm in love with it, and I'm going to dip it into, this is my Tartiste Pro Glow palette. I'm going to dip it into the shade Shade. Now this is a cream, so you've got to use this before you powder. I'm not going to put that all the way down. I'm just going to place it in my cheekbones, and I'm just going to blend it up. It's just going to put a nice little contour underneath my bronzer and everything. It's going to make everything stay in place longer, and it's going to make it look more defined for longer. Really gently blending that out. If you have this palette, the cream is super pigmented. It a little bit goes a really long way, so don't go too heavy-handed with it. I always place it in the hollows of my cheekbones, and then I softly blend it up up more so than out. And if you ever find that you've got any harsh lines there that you want to clean up a little bit, just get your beauty blender, rub your beauty blender along there. That will clean them up. See how it's just created a little natural definition in my cheekbones without me even applying any bronzer or powders. It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plush Airbrush Perfecting Powder Sheer to Full Coverage Optical Blurring Finish Veil. That is so true. It's also SPF 50 plus. As you can see, I've used heaps of it. I use it all the time. I'm in the shade Tan, and I'm just going to use my Model Preferred powder brush, and I'm just going to blot it all over my face. The Sephora Bronzing Disc, Sun Disc Bronzing Powder. Taking some of that, I'm going to lightly sweep it and bronze up my face. Sculpt today is going in my contour lines. I always bronze my face and then I contour. I feel like bronze just adds a nice bronzy color to your face, and it just gives you a bit of dimension to your face, and then this will make your cheekbones pop. So that's why I do the both. I'm going to, like I did with the cream shade, pop it in my hollows. Taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now that I've got some lashes on, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I got there. These lashes are super dark, super glam, super pretty. I'm now just going to pop a little bit of mascara on my bottom lash. This is what I use to dry my setting spray, my mascara, anything like that. So if you have one of these at home, there is a use for it. Okay, now I'm just going to pop on a little bit of blush. I'm going to use my Zoeva Nude Spectrum Blush. They are super natural colors. I'm going to use the most subtle color in here, which is ND101. I'm going to use it on the best blush brush ever invented, in my opinion, the 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek. And I'm just going to dip it in that all over and sweep it backwards on my face. I don't know what shade this is. It says Always On Liquid Lipstick Rouge in Demand. And I'm going to use my MAC Soar Lip Liner. Hey, now the most exciting part of all, I'm going to use my Pro Glow palette again. I'm going to put this shade here, Strobe. I feel like it's the most intense highlight in this palette, so I'm going to pop that on the inner corners of my eyes and really get them to pop. You can already see it in the monitor. I'm also going to take this shade and run it along my lash line, my brow bone. I'm going to use the shade Stunner, and then I'm going to go over it with the shade with the Strobe. Yes. Tiny bit above my brows. Down my nose. Tip of my nose. Cupid's bow. Alright, now I'm just going to go over it a tiny bit with Strobe, only on my cheeks. That is so intense. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to now spray with my MAC's, my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix.
Open eye,